What's up, and welcome to DFS Today Live with me, Dan Dorrett. I hope everyone had a fabulous hump day. Take it back old school today and give you a little hump day commercial. Mike. Yep, that was one of my favorite commercials when it was out there. You guys aren't here to hear it. You guys aren't here to hear about my favorite commercials, but I'll give you a little taste of my personality every day. And let me jump right into this now. First guy I want to talk about, Shabazz Napier. Lock and load. No Dame, 3,800. He has 10x upside. You're talking about him only needing 38 fantasy points when he's going to get a ton of run. There's not much else. His low side is about a 6 or 7x return. So let's keep that in mind. We don't need a lot out of him. Even if he has a bad game, he's still going to reach value in cash. He is GPP playable as well, so that's something else we can look forward to. Next guy I want to talk about is Isaiah Taylor, also coming in at 3,800. You can play both of these guys in cash. Isaiah Taylor has a bad game. He's coming in at the same exact price as Shabazz, 3,800. These guys need – if these guys hit 22.8 fantasy points, you're talking about them reaching – a 6x return, which is more than enough than we need in cash. And let's not forget, with Shabazz, he's a lock. He is a lock tonight. Shabazz Napier is a lock. I don't know how many times I can say this, but Shabazz is a lock tonight. 22 points, that's not really anything. Even if these guys get you like 20 points, that's a 5x return. That's still good enough for a cash game. You're talking about 3,800 guys, which is going to allow you to get these next two guys into your cash game lineups. And if you aren't playing these four guys, well, in my opinion, you're doing it wrong tonight. Eat the chalk. We'll make it up in other spots. We'll talk about these other spots later on. I have a very short slate of guys that I'm looking at tonight. So there's not going to be much on this show for me to talk about because these are the guys that I like. If you guys have any players you're thinking about and you want me to break it down for you, let me know. But I am playing very safe tonight, and I am playing a very small select group of guys. Next guy I want to talk about is LeBron. I believe he's going to have lower ownership than normal tonight based off of the dud that he put up last night. And Kevin Love is now out. And those 70-point monsters that LeBron was putting up, guess who was out during those times? Kevin Love. So what do we have to look forward to here? LeBron without Kevin Love. I think he easily can put up a 50 to 70-point monster tonight. I know that's a big range, but we're talking about K-Love doing it big tonight, doing nothing tonight. LeBron's going to do it big. So LeBron is also on my list, cash game and GPP. And like I said, I expect ownership to be lower than normal based off of the game that he had last night. Next guy I want to talk about is Karl Anthony Towns, Big Cat. He's coming in 2K cheaper than LeBron. So if you do want to pivot from a higher price guy, that's the guy I would go to. There's no big answer from the Hawks down low. There's nobody that can match up against Cat. So he's a guy that I'm looking at. And like I said, I think there's value to use both of these guys. Next guy on my list here, and all these guys that I've mentioned so far, I can assure you I'm playing 3 lineups tonight, mainly cash games, and those 4 guys there's a mix and match of all of them in them. Keep in mind what I said earlier on in the show, though. Evan Turner, I expect him to see 30-plus minutes, no Mo Harkless, no Dalladane. He's coming in at 3,500. He put up 25 points last game, and I think you can expect more of that tonight with Dame Lillard out as well. I expect a usage bump. I expect you to see him. I like Portland. If you guys haven't picked up on that, I like Portland. I think you can expect him to see a bump in usage, a bump in minutes, and also a bump in production as well. Next guy I want to talk about is Lonzo. No IT, and I have not seen anything to confirm that he is out yet. I'm going to look again really quick. I do not see anything to confirm this, but there is no IT as far as I know, and and Brandon Ingram is questionable. If Ingram is out and IT is out, which I believe I did see confirmation IT was out. I've looked at a bunch of stuff today and tried to kind of scramble through these notes last minute as well one more time. This will probably lead to about 37 to 40 minutes for Lonzo. When Lonzo's minutes are up, it leads to about 45 to 55 fantasy points per game, which leads to a returning value. Even if he has a bad shooting game, he does enough in the peripheral stats to to get to the value. And not to mention, it's a triple-double threat. If he's going to play 37 to 40 minutes, I think Lonzo is a real triple-double threat tonight, and that's not something we want to miss out on. Wayne Seddon Jr. Looks like Evans and Harrison is most likely out, which means he's going to be the next guy up. He's going to see a huge run in minutes, and he's also going to be the next best scoring production to Gasol for that team tonight. So he's another guy I'm looking at. Vucevic, for when Vucevic, Nets big men suck. That's kind of what I have there, and he's another guy that you can get in because there's so much value out there tonight. CJ McCollum, I expect his usage to be up tonight as well for obvious reasons, considering Dame's out, so he's going to have the ball in his hand a lot. And there is some scratches here that I saw last minute. Well, not last minute. They've been out for a while, but I kind of have narrowed my research down to these guys, and I took a few extra notes here on my phone really quick, just looking at some of the stats. So I do apologize about that text sound. Let me turn the volume off on that really quick while I look at this. Josh Jackson is another guy I'm interested in. His price is up, but he's giving you the value of the return that he's giving you a value on return that we need. The only other guy that I am really interested in that game, oh man, I have a little bit of interest in Austin Rivers and Lou Williams. They're the other two guys I'm interested in. I mean, it's a high total game once again. It's not the highest total game on the board, but I expect it could be the highest total game when it comes down to it, because you're looking at Cleveland, Charlotte, that pace could get slowed down. New York, Philly, that game can go under easily. And then it's Phoenix and the Clippers, and I expect that game to be a shootout. We see how they play without Booker and Warren. And I don't expect much. I don't expect much to change. I think it's going to be a fast-paced game. I think that it's going to be a lot of shooting, and Josh Jackson should see the shots. And Sweet Lou loves to shoot. So give me a little bit of Sweet Lou. So as I break down these numbers here for these over-unders, Brooklyn and Orlando. Brooklyn's -3 on the road against Orlando. I like Orlando in that spot. I feel pretty confident in that, them as home dogs. Cleveland on the road against Charlotte. Cleveland is a 2-point dog. I love me some Cleveland as a dog. And this is on this is also on national TV. I mean, it's not ESPN or ABC, but it's on NBA TV. LeBron loves these games. No Kevin Love. I think it's going to be the LeBron show. They got embarrassed last night. So I expect Cleveland to come in pretty nicely, even though it is a back-to-back. But besides that, there's not really much else I like besides the Clippers and Phoenix and the over on that. I'm not going to touch the line on that. Boston, Utah, I'm not touching that one either. The spread and that's a murky one. That's probably one I'll stay away from, especially with Al Horford questionable as well. Portland, Memphis, I think that spread's a little small, but Portland -6.5. Dame's out, back to back. It's tough for me, but I like Portland with the points there. But that is what's up, Jermaine? How's it going, man? If you have any questions, throw them in chat really quick, man. I started the show a few minutes early. I realized that after I started. So I'll just run through my list here one more time. You can listen to it back really quick because show's pretty much wrapped up. But I will read back through these guys. LeBron, and the reason why I like LeBron is I expect lower than normal ownership percentage, and Kevin Love is out. LeBron put up 70-point games with Kevin Love out. Shabazz is a lock tonight. No Dame, 3,800. He has 10K upside. Isaiah Tyler is a cash game play for me as well, and I'm fine with both of those guys being played in the same cash game lineup. You're talking about these guys needing just a 20-point return to get you 5x. Cat, he's 2K cheaper, and there's no answer from the Hawks on that side. Evan Turner, 30-plus minutes is what I'm expecting, is what I'm projecting him for. No Mo Harkless, no Dame. 3,500, 25 the last game, and I think you can expect more because his usage and his minutes should be up. CJ McCollum, his usage will be up, so I have interest in him in GPPs, not so much cash games. Wayne Seddon Jr., Evans and Harrison are most likely both out. Evans is confirmed out, and Harrison's most likely out as well. So he's going to be the next best scoring option for Memphis behind Gasol. I like Lonzo if IT and Brandon Ingram were both out. That's probably going to lead to about 37 to 40 minutes. When his minutes are up, he gets enough peripherals to give you a 45 to 55-point return. And I did also mention Josh Jackson and Sweet Lou and Austin Rivers are some other guys I have interest in, light interest. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead and throw them in chat now. If not, I am going to go ahead and sign off. And I will see you guys tomorrow at a 6 p.m. show. Do I like Aminu for points and rebounds? On the betting side, what's the over-under at? If you can tell me what the over's on, over 11.5, I like the under on that. I don't like the over on that, but it's not a strong lean either way. My initial reaction is based off of everything that I've looked at today. I like the under on that one. For the points, the over it's set at 11.5, and I like the under. Got anything else for me? This has been a crazy stretch down the run here, guys. Just from a playoff standpoint, from fantasy, from everything else. But it doesn't look like there's anything else for me in chat. So with that, as always, I'm out. Peace.